So good to see you. Thank you for joining. I think we're on and we're done. So let me see. Let me get back to my, okay, here we go. All right, all right. Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, Sharon, good to see you. Today we're gonna talk about what are the 3 mistakes when people do when they're planning their New Year's resolution and how to avoid them. So manifesting is a big topic, and it's a big topic in so many different people, not only Chinese medicine or Qigong. There's different traditions. There's different ways to motivate people or to make to get things done. And it's a big subject. It's an industry, actually, manifesting or changing your life, or whatever, shifting your career or doing so many different things, healing. And so manifesting is a big topic. And today we're gonna, and we're not gonna go, there's a lot to uncover there. There's a lot to talk about. And I like to introduce a little bit of Chinese medicine through this talk, and also invite you guys to join a workshop on this topic on the 23rd, if you're interested. But today we're going to talk about the 3 mistakes people do in manifesting, in trying to manifest anything, our New Year resolution. Why it's often failing from an energetic perspective. So here we are. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Thank you for taking the time to. If you're not here, I'm. Because you're here, I'm here. So thank you for tuning in. And my name is Eli Cohen. I'm a medical Qigong practitioner and energy healing coach. I've been teaching Qigong movement practice for over 10 years now. Love it. This is my second career, actually. And a part of the reason I came to it was my own healing journey, and the wanting to share it with a bigger audience. And so let's start with a little bit of a meditation so we get all of us on the same page. And let's start by just closing our eyes, if you will. Feeling the feet touching the floor, feeling the sit bone on the chair. And as we feel our body and feel the force of gravity beneath our body, let's scan also our body to kind of relax stress and tension as we align ourselves with the force of the earth, erecting the crown of the head towards the ceiling, finding an upright posture, awakened posture, but also relaxed, soft, softening the belly, softening the face, any tension in the jaw. Yeah, and allow yourself to exhale fully. And really inhale from the nose and exhale from the mouth with a sigh. So deep inhalation into the nose. Exhaling with a release and relax stress and tension from the joint, from the body, feeling you're between heaven and earth, between the earth beneath you holding us, so we don't have to hold ourselves up, and heaven is suspending us up, giving us a sense of uprightness, of dignity. As we lift the crown up towards the ceiling of the sky, let's relax the one ear to a shoulder. So we're just going like this. If you want to open your eyes and just see what I'm doing, but keep your eyes closed after. And just stretching here, the side of the neck. And when you exhale now, let's exhale longer. So almost exhale it longer, twice as long as the inhalation. And then slowly move the chin to the chest. Taking breath 1, 2, 3. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue the rotation of the head. Softening the face. And then the ear comes to the other shoulder. Yeah, not the same ear. The second ear. Nice. And then chin pointing to the sky, go all the way back. And just complete a circle here as the chin comes to the chest slowly. Focus on exhaling from the mouth. The exhaling would be longer. And then let's rotate to the other side. Just reverse direction, one circle to the other side. Soften, feel the weight of the head. And chin to the chest. Let's take a deep breath into the base of the skull as the chin comes to the chest. And exhale and lift the head up. Roll the shoulders to the back. Nice. Keep the eyes closed. And smile into your brain. So just have this quality of a loving energy, of a smile into the brain. Think about the brain cavity. And you can even put a little smile on your face, raising the side of the corner of the eyes, maybe the mouth. And just giving gratitude to this brain. Happy brain, creative brain. Think about creativity, gratitude, happiness, and let this energy, this happy energy from the brain that you smile into it, descend into the throat. And put your attention in the throat area. And breathe to this area and allow the energy to open up like a smile, a gratitude, a care to this area. And descend that care and love into the heart center, to the chest. Think happy heart, open heart, soft heart, giggly heart, laughing heart. Happy brain as well. And from here, let's kind of project and into what we'd like to connect with this new year, 2022, how we'd like to see ourselves, how I would like to, what would you like to have? Where is a place of growth? We can open our door into. Where can we grow into? Where do we want to grow into? What area in our life we'd like to enhance, to support, to amplify? What do we need more of? Nice. Beautiful. Let's open the eyes slowly. Thank you for joining me for this very quick meditation. And so this is a really important work that we do. It's actually the most important work that we do, and we do it all the time. We always manifest things. We actually manifest things every second. The subconscious mind always deciding. If you're not deciding, the subconscious will decide, and it would continue what it did before. And so manifesting is something that we always do. Subconscious mind always do that. And we can come in and have a say of where we want to go. Yeah, so there's a way to gather, to harness the subconscious mind to come and to help us manifesting. And this is how we do it in energy practices, in Taoism and Qigong. And this is very important. Yeah, so it's very important to plan for the future. It's very important. All beings are doing it. Yeah, beings that do not have a high consciousness do it in a survival mechanism. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm visualizing the food I want to eat. I'm going out and getting it. Yeah, so what you visualize come to you. And if your energy is calm and creative and positive, you will attract this energy to you. And so if you're stressed out about things, if you're afraid from things, you're going to manifest these usually. So it's very interesting working with energy and working with our intention, with our what the subconscious mind produces. How do we go about it in order to manifest? So we're not going to get into this huge subject. This is going to be in the workshop. I haven't done a workshop in a long time, so hopefully you guys want to join something very interesting. It will incorporate movement, and that would be on the 23rd on Sunday for 3 hours. And we're really going to take it, we're really going to hone it down and take it a little deeper. But today I wanted to talk about the 3 mistakes that people do. And there's many mistakes that we do to manifest, but just 3 important ones. And the first one would be to what is it that people, what is the New Year resolution that people decided to do? And a lot of times that decision come from, it can come from 2 places. It can come from true your heart wish, or it can come from what society wants you to do. And a lot of times we are, what we want is not really in line with what we really need. So a lot of times there's a salesperson that comes and tells us, this is what you need. You need a red Lamborghini, or you need a 6-pack abs, or you need to buy a house in, I don't know, here and there. Or so a lot of times the need or what we want doesn't really come from really what we need, or what is in line with our growth potential. It's what we gather from the energy around us. That is not necessarily, people buy a lot of things and they sit in the garage. And so that's the first mistake. The first mistake is like how to connect to the heart, how to really know what you want. What is your true heart intention? Where are you right now in your life, in your health, in your finances, in your relationship? And where are you right now? And what is bothering you? Where is the areas that needs to be, where is the areas that you have trouble with? And so this is the first mistake. Chasing something that you want or somebody else wants, or the society tells you that you need. If you want to create meaning and content and growth, we really want to tune into the heart, to tune into where we are, where are we? And so this is very important in especially in energy practices. The winter time is a time to contemplate, to self-reflect and nourish, to self-nourish yourself. And through self-reflection, through connecting with our own truth, that comes from a meditative practice. It doesn't have to be sitting meditation, but through a self-inquiry, you can realize what you really want to focus on, what you really need, what is good for your growth. And sometimes it's not going to be something very flashy, like having a really slim body and you can. So so this is a very important process, and it's a process that really we're associating with it in the winter, because winter time is that the dark time is, there's a lot of dark times. There's a yin time. Yin time is connecting with spirit. So this is a very conducive time to pray, to ask for things, to manifest new things. So yin time, there's a reason why we have all these stories about Santa Claus sending gifts in this tradition and other tradition. There's other things, but really because in the winter, there's this dark time of the year, your prayers are being listened. Your subconscious mind, if you are tuning it correctly, you can really get into your life what you want. And so this is the time of night, the time of winter is the time to connect with our true potential and a heart connection and manifest. So that would be the first mistake, that we're not really, and it's some work, like how to differentiate what I'm influenced by society to have this New Year resolution, or what is it my really intention, what my growth potential, where do I need to go next from here. And this is part of your life journey. And that's what you're here. That's what the Taoists believe. You are here to experience life and to do some movement towards being whole. So in the end of the life, and we're thinking that there's many lifetimes, you accomplish something. So New Year resolution this year and the next year or the next year, we always in a time of growth and change, and growth is very important. Growth seen in traditional Chinese medicine or transformation as very healthy. If we're continuing the status quo, like a lot of people don't believe in New Year resolution, or don't believe in change, or like growth, or really reaching out and making some effort to change and to change from the status quo. It's very important to understand qi does not flow. Yeah, qi can be stagnant. We are designed to grow. We are designed for growth. We're always growing. We're always changing. And if we're resisting change, then illness and stagnant comes. The energy gets to contract. So we always have to listen to ourselves. Where is the next step? Where am I now? And really keep ourselves healthy. So qi means that the energy flows always. Part of energy flows. There's always transformation. There's always a yin and yang. There's always a tension between yin and yang, and that's what creates energy. Without that, there's no movement of energy. There's blockages and there's stagnation. And that's really the what we call illness developed in the physical body. So that's kind of on the side of it, just to kind of talk a little bit about growth and transformation. And so that's the first thing. And it is some work to one of the example would be, my friend New Year resolution is to shed 5 pounds, and maybe I'll do it too. I'll just do it. So you really want to listen to yourself. Where are you? And not really getting things from outside. whatever people tell you, whatever is good or whatever looks good or flashy. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the big mistake that a lot of people do when they already have a New Year resolution, is that they don't define it very good. If you don't define where you're going, you're not going to get there. So think about it like a map. Yeah, if I want to move now, if I have an address, let's say in San Francisco, I put it in Google Maps and I push start, and then I know how to get there. But if I don't have the exact address, I will not get there. If I put just San Francisco, I'll just get to the city, but I won't get to. So a lot of time people are they want to, let's say, losing weight, because we talked about it, but they don't say exactly how much, and they don't pinpoint exactly what they want to. So part of manifesting, a very powerful way to manifest and successful, is to be very exact where you want to be. Where do you want to be exactly? How does it look like? How does it look like? What is the numbers? What exactly you want to achieve? How will you look like? If it's weight, so how much it is exactly, and drawing the plan. How are you going to get there? So having a very detailed way to very defined way to say exactly what you want, exactly, will get you there. And another one is the last piece of manifesting, and the quitting. A lot of people quit, right? We all quit, and it's known, because so a lot of people, oh, New Year resolution, yeah, it takes a few months, and then so why people quit, and this whole subject of quitting is also a big topic. We're not going to get into all the details of it, but there's many reasons why people quit, and one of them, so that's another mistake, and people move to something else. Yeah, and it's very important to or they get stuck, or they don't get the solutions that they want, or they lose momentum, or they lose motivation. So that's interesting. It's interesting to understand why the motivation loss, and it could relate to the first place why you started this New Year resolution. Was it really something that is from the heart that you need, or was it something you took on from the environment? Like people say, okay, yeah, it looks nice to have a six-pack, let's do it. So is this something that is part of you? Like why people quit? Like there's many reasons why people quit. I'm this mistake that I'm talking about is quitting just because you couldn't find a solution. You kind of hit a rock. You kind of hit a place that you felt like you cannot go any further. And and a lot of people quit at this point. And again, there's many reasons for quitting, but this one is the one I talk about, that people don't see results, and right then they quit. And so so it's like like loss of steam or something like that. So one thing that is very important to understand when you work on something is that there's many ways to get to a place. There's many ways to get to Rome, right? There's many different side roads, and maybe the highway is blocked. So you need to find a side road. There's many, and this is where creativity comes. This is when we can be creative and could think about other things to bring us there. I remember a time when I was starting to teach Qigong. I was an architect. I was starting to teach Qigong for more than a year, I got only 3 students. And it was very easy to quit. I got a career in architecture, and I'm still getting job offers with a lot of money because I worked in architecture for many years. But I wanted to teach Qigong, and it just didn't seem to work. I'm like a year and a half, and still nobody knows me. So that was years ago. And I decided to I decided another approach. So I just decided many different approaches of how to reach people and what to do. So what I'm saying is that there's different ways to get what you want, and there's different ways to get there. And if we hit a rock, we don't have to continue chiseling in this rock. So in Qigong, we're saying that be like water. Water goes around the rock, goes around the rock to reach the ocean. And sometimes are we seeing only that straight line, and we need to kind of open our mind to, okay, what is another way to get there? That's very important part of manifesting, and in a very, very powerful way. So determination and creativity. And if you find a rock, don't bang your hand on the rock, just go around it. Some people writing some stuff here. Judy Young, SMART goal, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time bound. Nice. All right, so let me open it for you guys, because I'm sure that there's a lot of good stuff out there. And so anybody that wants to, Judy, maybe you can talk about a little bit about this, what you wrote here. SMART. But
Yeah,
before that,
I can talk about it a little bit.
yeah.
This is something that, as a teacher, I've used for years with students, and I find it very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so when people give up on goals, they maybe sometimes have not chosen a goal that they really believe they can achieve. I think that's really important. Not to, like, I wouldn't pick a goal like, I'm going to read 100 books in the next week. I don't have time for that. I might want to do it, but I don't have time for it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not an achievable goal. So that's one thing I think is really important. And then the other thing, that when you were talking about when people give up, um, time goes along and you sort of lose your oomph. So I think sometimes making your goal to be something that you can do in a reasonable amount of time. So within 3 months, I will read 30 books. I could probably do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not hanging on to that goal forever. So at the end of 30 months, I can evaluate, and I mean, at the end of 3 months, I can evaluate, and I can either say, I'm going to adjust my goal. I'm going to say I've done enough, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I find it a useful tool in terms of setting an intention. With students, we talk about goals. I love what you're talking about in terms of manifestation, because I do think that one of the things that I don't talk about with high school students is getting the powers of the universe to get behind you. It's a little whiffy. Um, so I think when you're talking about manifesting, you're also tapping into some energy that is very deep, and that's
Yes. Yes.
something that goes a little deeper than what I put up in this chat. So just
Yeah.
to say, I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
love to hear you talk about that more.
Yeah. No, I thank you so much. This is really great. I love the time bound and achievable. That's part of really kind of staying on goal, on track. There's many studies were done on it. So I appreciate you bringing it in. Many studies were done of whenever there's no time bound, people lose it. Whenever there's a time frame to it, people stick on. Something that is achievable is also, this is very important. It's amazing tools. There's again, this is a huge subject, and thank you for bringing these two things here. So I appreciate you and welcome you to Chi Talk. And you just came in and boom, you're on. Thank you. And Bart, you raised your hand. So Bart, yeah, go ahead.
Yes, okay. So I just heard the last 10 minutes of your talk because I logged in too late, but I heard determination and creativity. So I have no problem with determination and willpower and creativity, but my problem is that I have difficulties knowing my desires. So knowing what is my desire exactly, because I want a lot of things. So do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, that's really the first step in the process. Thank you so much, Bart, for bringing this in, because I think this is something huge and a lot of people can relate to it. Not only me, I think a lot of people can relate to it. And that's really the first step of trying to understand you and trying to, and the first, so we talked about a map, like you put an address, exact address in San Francisco that you want to go to. But if you don't know the starting point, how can you get there? If you don't know where you are, how do you know how to draw the line or where to go to? So having part of the way that we self-discover what we are passionate about or what we want to focus on is to understand ourselves, to understand where we are in our life and where, and kind of like clear all the chatter around us. And so this is the first step of kind of self-reflection, self-discovery. And personally, I had a lot of success with it in meditation, in more like a kind of a solitary kind of place where I can connect to myself. And so in a deeper way, and to write things down, a lot of journaling, and to kind of look at myself from kind of like the top of the mountain, where I am in life, and what do I where was I, where am I now, where do I want to go, what is ahead of me, what is my struggles. So usually this is a whole the process of self-inquiry is able to is able to help you with determining the goal, or where do you want to go. Yes, Gail, I see your hand. You want to chime in here?
Unmute. Okay. Yeah, what you're speaking to is beautiful. And thank you, Bart, because it speaks to choice. And the choice is, what do I want? And why do I want it? And why can't I have it, or don't I want it? Because that's our negative ego speaking. Oh, I can't have that, or I can't be that. Or as Judy said, 100 books, what is the choice, and is it irrelevant to where you are at that time? Now, for myself, it would be maintenance in many ways, and it requires discipline, because I am at an age where I'm not looking to increase my job or my business. Rather, at my age, it's health, and it's a form of peace. And so, as you said so beautifully, Ellie, a time of self-reflection. And in this dark time of January, this is a time not to just jump into, what are my goals? Let me do it, do. It's really about being. And this is what you offer so wonderfully in what you're doing with Key Talks or Chi Talks, as I'm learning to embrace the East and the West and create a synergy, let's say, between the two thought forms. I think it's a matter of, and I want to add one more element, and that's called editing the film. So many people think of the past. Oh, I can't do this because, and they have a list, a drop-down box, as computers have, of all the why I can't. And that's from something that doesn't exist anymore, which is the past. But in the future, where, as you pointed out, it's where we're going. So what are the possibilities? What is the realm of possibility, which is expansive? And you speak to that, and I guess I should be quiet now.
Thank you, Gail. So yeah, the process of really self-reflection would connect with how we want to help us decide what should be our goal, and you know, and who do we want to become, and who we are, who do we want to become, and in energy practices, what is very powerful is very easy to bridge this gap. We have techniques that are bridging a gap really quickly, as opposed to like, you know, what in modern or Western world, we have like do, and motivate and push and action plans and to-do lists. And that's a very young type of manifesting. And in energy practice, we have also a yin type of manifesting, which is really powerful. And that's what I'd like to share with you in this workshop on the 23rd. If you would like to come and to tap into the kind of like the subconscious mind, to tap into energy practices and see how can we shift, how can we be where we want to be with effortlessness. And a yin type of manifesting is things come to you. Not that you have not you don't have any struggles. You will have struggles, but it's a very easy technology to bring to you what you want. And I really love to share it. And you guys know it. A lot of you guys know it. We do it in the classes sometimes, but here we're going to take it a little deeper. So this is an invitation. And so Bart, I want to also invite you to come and to really kind of do that process of soul searching together in this workshop with us. That we choose the right New Year resolution for ourselves. Okay, good. That was a really great talk, and I hope it was inspiring and you got something out of it. And I really want to also again acknowledge you for coming and tuning in, and like to invite you to do a little bit more than just writing on a piece of paper or choosing something that you might not relate to it from your deepest truths. And so ponder about it. See, we will have a workshop around it, and maybe next time in our talk we're gonna talk about another aspect of it. I'd like this subject to kind of continue until the workshop, or in January. It's very appropriate. Bart, did you feel that you got some answer around this, by the way? Or
yes,
okay.
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you. Okay, great. So let's close. Thank you. Let's close with a little bit of meditation. As we close, let's close our eyes and kind of begin this meditation, and more continue the meditation that we started in the beginning with the smile into the heart, and seeing the heart as a child, as one of your kids, many kids that you have, one of my teacher used to say that you have 50 trillion kids. It's the amount of cells in your body. So, so you have to take care of all these kids. Yeah, and you have to, and how you take care of kids, you love them. Yeah, you smile to them. You are tapping on their shoulders, and this is really what healing is about. The way that we are incorporating our energy, our totality is what healing us, making us feel whole. So let's smile to the heart. And the heart is the sun in the winter, the sun that warms up the water, and the sun in the heart that sends rays of sun throughout the body and brings everything into a place of love and inclusiveness. So see a rays of sun from the heart shining throughout the body, illuminating. The body is 70% water. So whenever sun hits the water, what it does, it purifies it. So feel the whole form and shape of your body as you sit here now. And bring the light from within, the light of love and appreciation. Into your body. There's a ray of sun from the heart into the brain as well. And let's start this year with light, with hope, yeah, with love, with connection to our heart. Let's bring the hands on the heart center. As we end this meditation, from here, open your eyes. Thank you so much, guys, for coming here and sharing your time. And I'll see you next time. And Happy New Year. Happy New Year to us. We made it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Ellie.
Thank you.
Happy New Year to all, and to all a good night.